All right, hun buns. How's everybody feeling? It's the end of the day, and it's time for us to get along and mosey on home. Be a part of the Get Along gang. We got things to do. Now, I left off this morning when I was said I was going to tell you guys, like, my experience with colorism, dealing with my own family, from siblings to cousins. You know, I was saying this morning how they used to, when I was younger as a kid, it'd be like, you know, if you want to be white, sit on the couch over there with Kim. If you, and, you know, other than that, sit over here with us. And then this would even be from my own siblings that would do this, besides my cousins. And then it got to where it was the difference in our last names. But like I said, my sister, like, she probably won't be happy that I'm sharing this story. But, you know, when I was younger, she used to tell me all the time that I was adopted. And I believe that generated from, because my mother said when I was born, let me go this way. I know it says do not turn, but I'm in the garage and that's where I'm going. My mother said when I was born that excuse me, sorry y'all. And my parents can tell you this. This is the other part of the beginning part of the story of me being, you know, arriving in this world. Apparently, my father was not at the hospital when I was born, so they had to go find him. Mind you, I come from military background, so I'm a brat. And my father at the time, being in the military, he wasn't there. He was like within the vicinities, but he wasn't there at the hospital. And according to my mom and my great uncles, they had to go find him. And then once they found him to let him know I was born, he came to the hospital. And when he came to the hospital, he looked at me and said, "Whose baby is that? That's not my baby. That's a Chinese baby, but that's not my baby." Right? So that's the beginning part of being, you know, jokes starting, or they think what, you know, your family think it's funny. And so it went from that to where my mom said she kept waiting for them to bring me into the room to her, because she was in the room with another lady, and on base. And she said she kept waiting. She said then they brought in the ladies, you know, brought in the baby and gave it to the other lady that was in the room. And she said this lady happened to be a white lady. And they gave her the baby. And she said the lady that breastfed the baby. The lady that sit up there was changing my clothes. She said, but if the lady did not change my diaper, if she didn't change my diaper, she wouldn't have known that she had the wrong baby. When she changed my diaper, because this particular lady had a boy, not a girl. So when they figured that out and they came in, they was like, "Well, aren't you Miss such and such?" And she was like, "No." And my mom was like, "I'm Miss such and such." Mama said that lady done held me, rocked me, she done breastfed me, everything. If she did not change my diaper, they wouldn't have found out till they got home that I wasn't their child. So Mama said they took me back. The nurse came and got me. Instead of them giving me to my mom, they didn't. They took me back to the nursery. Mama said that they washed my hair, my mother. And I know I keep saying mama because I usually do refer to her like that. I'm going to tell you another story after this. She said that they washed my hair and everything, gave me a bath again, and they made my hair curly, because other than that, my hair came out straight. So once they washed my hair, made it curl up, which I don't understand. Like, I don't know, you know. But so my hair wasn't straight anymore. Yeah, all of a sudden it's curly. And then they gave me to my mom. So with my mom telling us that story, I believe that's where that started or generated from. I could be wrong, but like I said this morning, I've never fully asked I never asked my sister, why did you say that, or why would you say that? You know, I don't know if she was just upset because, you know, sibling rivalry, like I said, because we were only two girls, and most likely, like most of the stuff my mom bought, we had matching clothes, or she bought something that both of us can wear, like different outfits that we had to share and stuff like that. So I don't know if that's where that extended from. These are just my thoughts and opinion on it, you know, as growing up. So, but like I said, I never asked her and she's never said. So, back to my mom. You know how sometimes your parents tune you out? And I guess on this particular day, my mom was not trying to hear me. And I'm across the street, I'm yelling for her, because my mom pulls up to my apartment. This is when I'm, you know, a lot older, and I have my own place. And I'm across the street, and I happen to turn around, and I see that she pulled up. Instead of me walking back and saying, hey, you know, to go speak to her, I didn't. I'm just like, Mama. She ain't saying, Mama, she ain't hear me. Mother, she still didn't hear me. I called my mom by her first name. All of a sudden, she turns around. I said, now, this is a shame. Like, you don't recognize your own child's voice. So, you know, those are some of the particular stories that, for me growing up. And I say that to say this, that it does affect you in a way to where you do struggle with your identity, how you're, you know, are looked upon, or how you aggressively try to assert yourself when it comes to life and social venues, or just, you know, even in workplace. You know, I find myself that I'm aggressive about a lot of things. And that's what I said, you know, when a couple of videos back, I said that, you know, a coworker told me I look like I'm mean. And I look like a bitch. And I guess I just did not like people taking my kindness for weakness. Or as a southern saying goes, you don't believe fat meat is greasy. You know, you just find like people would, if you're nice, like they would try to get over on you. And it just got to a point to where, I think this is right before I turned 30 years old. I think I had to be about maybe 27, 28. And I was just fed up of how family wanted to treat me or talk to me, people out in the world. And I just, you know, was at a point where I was like, okay, if I won't let a complete stranger talk to me and do these things to me, then nobody should get in a pass to do things and say things to me. I don't care if it's family, friend, or foe. You don't get a pass. So I eventually was thrown on a thick skin, because other than that, it would be certain things that would be said to me, or people would just felt like they were free to, like I was their sounding board to where I felt like you're saying things to me and going off of me because you're mad and upset, but I haven't done anything to you. I haven't said anything to you. I haven't put my hands in it. I ain't did nothing. But you're treating me like shit. And I just got to a point to where I wasn't going to be sitting around crying or whatever it is, or calling my different friends or whoever, somebody, I don't understand. And that goes back with another video when I said, when you don't say anything, that's just like you're saying something. So when people are saying things to you and doing things that you don't particularly care for, you don't like, or something that you wouldn't let a complete stranger say and do to you, then that's just like you making that choice of saying something. So for me, myself, like I said, about 27, 28, I was fed up. And I was like, I don't care who you are. If you can give it, you can get it. You can give it, you can get it. Because other than that, I'm going to keep you about as far away from me as possible. A wooden spoon or a long steel pole, cat pole as they say it. But you're going to have to keep your distance. Because I do not like drama and misery in my life. I like to be just carefree and happy and just be okay. All that stress and strife, I don't have time for it, because I'll stress myself over certain things, you know, and I just be like, okay, well, if you can control it or you can handle it, then go on and handle it. If you got a plan B to solve it, then go on and solve it. If you can't, man, you're going to have to adjust and just keep it moving. Adjust and keep it moving. It just ain't working out. It's not working, you know, it's not going in your favor. Perhaps it's not something that you should be doing. Perhaps it's not something that you need. And perhaps that person does not need to be around. That's how I started looking at things. And this is in my 20s. And this is without people saying things. You know, growing up, your parents, you might have heard this, where they say, okay, look, everybody ain't your friend. As you get older, you'll be able to count your friends on one hand. If you're lucky enough, you should be able to count them on one hand. Not to say that it's not the people that you know, people that you hang around or that you're cool with. Meaning that when you look at that person, you can say that's an honestly good friend. You know, I'm there for them, they're there for me. That's a good friend. You won't be able to count them on one hand. Understand what I'm saying? One hand. So you can be out throughout your life talking about, this is my friend, this is my friend, this is my friend. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your cup of tea. And you ain't everybody else's cup of tea. Know that you're different enough and be okay with it. It takes a while to get there. It does. It takes a while. Some people know right away, and they're good at it at a young age, and be good with it and good to go. For some of them, like I said, myself, I'm a late bloomer on some things. And it took me a while to get there to where I was comfortable within myself, within my skin. To where if somebody, you know, my sister used to ask me all the time, because I'm heavier than my siblings. And my sister used to ask me all the time, well, don't you want a salad when we would be eating? And I just wouldn't say anything, or she would suggest certain things that maybe I should try this or eat this or whatever. Like I said, 27, 28 years old. My sister beyond that point was like, you know, oh, don't you want a salad? Because she has a problem with heavy-set people. She might tell you that she don't, but she do. She do. That's just me saying that, and that's the vision. That's the viewing that I get, and I've always had, because from the way that she's always treated me or said certain things to me. So now, you know, a few years back, if she asked me, "Don't you want a salad?" Hell no. If I want a salad, I eat a salad. I eat what I want, and I go on about my business, or I eat what I want to. I'm not looking for someone to regulate my plates. No, I'm good. I'm straight good. And I say that to say this, because I don't want anybody to get this, you know, mixed up. And I don't want, if my family sees this, to have a bad taste in their mouth, because I'm sharing these things. For myself, I love myself. And I love my family unconditionally. I love them for who they are and how they are, because they are who they are. I'm not looking to change them. I'm not looking to sit there and make them feel bad at all. I love them for who they are. You know, I will live for my family. I also die for my family. I'll fight you. My family, same way my sister will fight you for me. There's been plenty of times to where my sister has had to stand up for me that I didn't even know about, that she would tell me about it later, especially when it came to being in high school. And it would be other girls in high school who just didn't like me, just off sight. Like, I used to be cool, like, I play sports. So if you play sports and I knew you, I'm saying, hey. So most of the people I'm hanging out with is usually the people I know that's on my team that I'm playing on at that particular point in time. Or it's the guys toward, you know, from basketball, football, or whatever. Well, they took that as if, you know, I'm trying to talk to their dudes. No, we're just friends. I'm just cool with them. And I know at least on 2 different occasions, my sister, I know one girl she fought, and another girl or whatever it is, she told her to leave me alone. Because they used to look at me in gym and just be like, well, you don't look like a virgin. Well, what the fuck a virgin supposed to look like? I'm not understanding. That's just like some, what was it? It was a guy from, I don't know if he was from Belize or Jamaica. I forgot where he was from, right? But I happened to be at the gas station putting gas in my car. This is when I lived in California. And he kept, you know, while he was trying to talk to me and whatnot, and he just looked at me and he was like, what are you? Like, what are you? I said, what? I wasn't understanding what he meant. And so he was like, what are you, like, mixed with? I said, according to my parents, I'm black. He was like, no, like, what else are you mixed with? I said, according to my mother and father, I'm black. Black and black. I'm black. So I've always grown up being defensive of that. You know, because they were like, oh, well, are you mixed with me? According to my parents, I'm black. And he was like, well, you don't look black. Well, what the hell does black look like? There's different shades of being black. Even over in our motherland, Africa, period. You have people who are lighter than myself in complexion, who are, you know, albinos or darker than me. And I'm looking like, there's different shades of being black. So how do you as a black man look at me and say, you don't look black? It would be those type of things that I would take offense to, because I have to take offense to it since going back to colorism in my own family. You know, and you wouldn't think that kids would know anything about discrimination or colorism, things like that, or things that can be perceived now as ignorant or racist, you know, statements. You wouldn't know that kids would know that, but they had to learn it from somewhere. It just didn't come about for them. So I don't know. So if I don't know. I just become aggressive over things over time. What can I say? You know, it's you know, my hair is wild. You know, parts, like I have different textures in my hair. Parts of my hair can be, as they could, curly. Parts of my hair is wavy. Parts of my hair is, like my mama says, cotton. I have fine, you know, texture hair. I don't have a thick grade of hair. My hair is a fine texture, fine grade of hair. And so, like when it's like this and it's puffed out and frizzy, my hair looks thick. But, you know, on the days that my hair would actually just, you know, I can go to the beauty salon, and, or like this morning before I stepped outside into the humidity, my hair would be straight. But you can also see how fine my hair is to where it's thin. But as long as I have it in its natural state of being curly, it looks fuller. And that's the other thing I had to come to terms with, the ownership of being myself. One, I had to start getting comfortable with my complexion. Being comfortable of knowing that I am black and I don't need to prove that to someone, anyone, or how black I am. Not even to family, friends, foe, nobody. That's 2. 3, I had to be comfortable with my name. Not just my first name, but my middle name, my full name. Be comfortable with it. You know, it's just, over time, I can see how people, as they say, as they get older, become ornery. I see how that comes about, because it depends on what they have went through their life that's gotten them to that point. And they've gotten to the point, and I tell people this, you know, most of them, that people that I work with have been around me, I tell them I look forward getting older. I look forward to it. I'm thankful that I'm getting older. I'm thankful to be 44 years old. I'm thankful because I look forward to getting older. I look forward to saying I had these many years or days of blessed to be on this earth. I look forward to being a senior citizen if the Lord willing to say so. And I'm going to tell you why. I look forward to all my goddamn discounts. You hear what I'm saying? From insurance, the movie theaters, the grocery stores, where else they give them? The restaurants. Honey, places to live. Please. I'm looking forward to my discounts. 50 ain't right around the corner. Blink of an eye. If Lord willing to say so, I'll be 50. Blink of an eye, I'll be 55. Blink of an eye, I'll be 60. Blink of an eye, 65. And if I make it on and make it past 80, I know I'm truly blessed. But I look forward to embracing my age. And I know they say, you know, it's not polite to ask a woman her age. If you ask a woman her age and she doesn't care to share that with you, or she looks at you crazy, she might be looking like, okay, you're probably asking her because she's not too sure if you're saying her that she looks old for her age, right? Or you have some of them that ask because they look young for their age. And for myself, I don't have a problem telling someone my age. I'm thankful to be my age. I'm good to go. To each his own. I'm not telling other people to do this. Mind you, when I'm speaking to you guys while I'm driving home, on my commute home, because this is what my vlog is about, is just talking and sharing with you guys, asking you how your day was, how things were, how's your drive, you know, going home. Like, what are you doing for the day? And I always say, you know, when I ask you, so what y'all doing for the day? What's going on? And you could be like, it ain't none of your business. You right, it ain't my business. I'm just asking. So, you know, I'm only speaking from my perspective. I'm only speaking from my viewpoint. I'm only speaking in the relevance of myself. Okay? This is not other, you know, PowerPoint, pinpoints, guidelines, or anything else for someone else. No. Kim is only expressing and telling you about herself. Things that she may have been through, or things that she has to look at, things that she has to have her revelations on, and live on her day-to-day accordance of responsibility. Things that I need to be responsible for. Things I say and things I do. Come on, sweetheart, get with your time. And now you know your lane ends and merges to mine. I don't know what you waiting on. You waiting on Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter. I have no idea, but I need you to keep it moving. I need you to be like King Julius, and I need you to move it, okay? This don't make no sense. But to each his own. That's her vehicle. She'll be cautious and careful as she wants. I just need her to keep up with her timing and merge accordingly. That's all I'm looking for. You know, I'm not trying to do a meet and greet anywhere. And anybody's tuning in right now, I know it seems like I'm ranting and I done got a little louder, so I got to calm my voice down. So it doesn't seem like I'm, you know, aggravated or upset. I'm not. Meet and greets for me are when people have accidents. I'm not trying to do any meet and greets. No. This is my only mode of transportation. I try to keep it and keep it moving. That's how that works for me. And, you know, I'll explain again, you know, when I say bumps and bruises, that's those potholes and splits that's in the road or the freeways, right? Your hills and your valleys. Ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough. Is when you got the freeways that go up and down, round corners and curves and stuff. That sure ain't no mountain high, ain't your valley low enough, okay? You know, just keep up and we be good, okay? So I was trying to figure out if I was going to pick up something to eat or not, or just, you know, eat leftovers that I have that's in the refrigerator, because I'm really trying to debate. I really want some spicy noodles. There's a place called Masala Walk, and I like their spicy noodles. And you can get it with vegetables, because mind you, again, I said a few videos back that I don't eat meat. That's just my choice, that I don't eat meat. I don't partake in eating meat. You know, I just got to a point to where I was looking at the meat and I was looking like I just could not trust it. Like, there's no way that a chicken leg or chicken parts look like turkey parts. Turkey parts look like a big ass ostrich. No, it's not normal. It's not normal. Other than that, and then you're looking at, like, for all of this meat that they have in the meat markets, in the butcher shops, and I'm not knocking anybody who eats meat. Not at all. You eat what you want to eat, baby. You have fun with it. You enjoy yourself. You live your life and you be happy on your path, or whatever it is that it is for you. I'm not trying to dictate it. I'm explaining for me and for me only, okay? So, if I'm looking at it to where I know these animals not living a normal lifespan. They're not living a normal lifespan. There's not enough on this earth to where they're actually living their actual lifespan and still able to feed the world. So you still got to remember supply and demand. They got to be able to supply whatever it is that people are getting. So they got to feed that demand. And then when they have certain things that are not selling, if you don't pay attention, certain things that are not selling or doing well in the marketplace, you know what it becomes? It becomes the next best thing that's supposed to be good for you. And if you don't research it, anything and everything ain't good for you to have an excessive amount. And I'm sure you guys have heard this before. And just same way I talk about when I eat vegan desserts compared to regular desserts, because I'm vegetarian. You know, I try to cut back my sugars where I can. But I still eat my sweets. I still eat my snacks. I still sit up there and have a soda every once in a while, right? My thing is I have to keep my mind intact enough to say I don't want that. Well, let me push back from that. Because the longest I've ever went without sweets was 6 months. And during that time I had to condition myself. After a while, I didn't want it. I didn't have a taste for it. And if I did try to go sneak and try to eat it, if I hadn't had it for a while, it would taste nasty to me. It would taste disgusting. So I have to get back on that path, in which I am come around full circle back to that. Is because certain things, certain sweets I eat now, and I just like, this is like really sweet. And I don't want to finish it. But I'm looking like I'm not going to waste my money. you know, so I'm gonna have to go back to do what I used to do. Like if I got something and it was, say it was a package of cookies, and I just had a taste for a cookie, but they didn't have it in a single serving, and it would be in a pack. What I used to do was like take out, you know, 1 or 2 cookies, whatever it is I want to eat, and then I'll take the rest to work, and I'll be like, I'm sharing the guilt. Share the guilt. Here you go. Y'all welcome to it. Enjoy yourself. But they ain't coming back home with me. I would do that. Like, I don't like going to get whole pies. I don't. I like the fact that, you know, the grocery store that I go to, or the stores that I go to, that they do sell them in single servings, that they'll have just a slice. Because sometimes that's all I want is just a slice. I don't want a half a pie mixed with another pie. I don't want a whole pie. I might just only want that slice. That's the only thing I'm looking for, okay? So, there's that. So, you know, it's just certain things that I have to put myself in the mind state of staying on path with. Staying on path, because the reason, you know, I said before in another video, I gave up the meat because I don't want to be able to be taking a whole bunch of pills when I get older. I don't want to be put on a lot of different medications. I really don't. The same thing, that's the reason I say I got to work on giving up the sugars, like, you know, the sweets and stuff. Even if they're vegan, vegans still use raw sugar. They, you know, or they, you know, I thought I was doing good with the agave, and that's still a fructose syrup, because it is broke down from the plant itself and processed, the agave. So it's still a fructose. It's just not from corn, but it's from an agave plant. It's a fructose syrup. So I just have to work on different things and put myself in the mind state. I'm sorry, y'all, I got to check the mail real quick, so hold on. Okay, Hans, I'm back. The wind blowing outside is blowing my hair everywhere. Ooh, oh my gosh, this morning, hun buns. When I tell you, I sit there and got out my vehicle to head toward the job, to go toward the building, to go to work, honey. That wind was cutting up worse than what it is right now. It was just blowing. First of all, my hair was already frizzing up, right, from the humidity. But then it was windy this morning. It was blowing my hair here, there, wherever, right? By the time I made it inside the building, honey, let me tell you, I look like Bozo the Clown. And for those who don't know who Bozo, like I said about these shows that I'm telling you about, I used to watch Bozo the Clown when I would be, before I would go to school in the morning. And that would also let me know what time it was, because Bozo the Clown came on at 7 o'clock in the morning. And when Bozo came on, you know that you only had 15-20 minutes before you had to leave out the house to get to school on time. And so from Bozo the Clown, my hair would be like up here and flipped out like that when I got into the building. So I had to take my hair, and I have like half up, half down. So I would take this part and I braided that. Then I took the back and I put in two sections. So I had a braid over here and a braid over here. And I'm sure my one of the supervisors there was looking like, for real, you around work walking around looking like that? Honey, I look like a jacked up, broke down Pippi Longstocking. That's another cartoon and a movie that I grew up watching. It's Pippi Longstocking. And that's a good show if you guys if you never went to go watch that cartoon, or if you've never seen the movie of Pippi Longstocking. And I watched that besides Huckleberry Finn, Tom Sawyer, you know, had those movies growing up. Got a lot of streaming networks to where y'all can go stream these things and go watch them. Pretty good shows, pretty good movies, from cartoons to the movies themselves. But yeah, Pippi, I looked like a broke down Pippi this morning, honey. It was not cute. Well, Pippi has 2 braids. I take that back. I had 3, 1 at the top and 2 on the side going back. So I wouldn't know who I look like. I can't even refer to Pippi like that. My hair was just wild this morning. That's all I can say. It was wild. And I had to do what I had to do. I said that this morning. I said, well, at least I got a clip in my head. If I got to, I know I could pull it all back and pin it up or whatever. Shucks. I made it through the day. I went on about my business. I did whatever I had to go do. Got to, I think probably no more than an hour and a half or so being at work. One of the supervisors there came to me and was like, they told me and another person was chosen randomly. We had to go take a drug test. I said, okay. I grabbed my little stuff. He was like, well, you don't want to wait till the other person gets in and then you both can go at the same time. I said, honestly, I'd just rather go on and get it, do it and get it over with. I'm looking like I know I don't have anything in my system besides antihistamines for allergies, So I'm looking like, okay, no, if you tell me the other person's not coming in at 10 o'clock and it's 8:30 in the morning, I'm looking like, no, I'd rather go on and go do it and get it over with. So I went and did it and came back, and that was about, the day for me. That was about it. That was it. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. That was about it. So, yeah. Today was a pretty good day. And I made it home. As you guys can see, I'm sitting in the car just talking. But I hope you guys had a nice, lovely commute. I pray you had a blissful day. And I pray you have a good weekend, that you can get things done and accomplish that you want to. You'll be able to relax and rest. I know a lot of things are still in chaotic mode right now with the coronavirus going on. People are looking at, their surroundings a little bit more in depth. They're also thinking about their travel time, or the kids being out for spring break, or school districts that have decided to do spring break early because of not knowing about how things may be or the circumstances of how this is going or how this may spread, and they're trying to cut down and prevent as much as possible. So you guys stay healthy, y'all stay blessed, and live your life. Be happy, be joyous in it, and you only got one, as they say. You only got one, and you want to make sure that you can be peaceful with it. Okay? All right, y'all. I'm about to go into this house. I will talk to you later. Oh, yeah. See? Told you my hair is fine. See how you can see through it? Well, this part, I'll probably have to go get my ends cut again. Because that's the other thing for my hair. One part can be long and the other part's short. It's like, like this throughout my hair. Some parts are longer than the other. But, yeah. My hair itself, it's fine. It's not a thick grade of hair. So, all right. Enough rambling. Gotta go. Let me go in this house. It's Friday. Y'all enjoy your weekend. Unless I go somewhere this weekend or do something, which it was brought to my attention that the banker, Samuel Jackson, and is it Anthony Mackie? I'm not too sure if it's him. Before I say that, I think it's them. That their movie came out on the 6th of March. And I forgot all about it because they really didn't do any promotion of it. And which is very sad about the, the black bankers. And that's a part of our history that, if they can keep it buried deep, baby, they're going to keep it buried deep. You understand what I'm saying? And so, if you get a chance, go on and go see that movie. I still want to watch The Quiet Place, and I still want to go see Candyman. So, we'll see what we can do. But unless I don't go anywhere this weekend, like I ain't go anywhere last weekend, I stay in the house being comfy and cozy in my bed in my pajamas. No hesitation, okay? So I'm going to try to do a little cleaning this weekend, wash a load of clothes, and be good with it, okay? I'll talk to you later, all right? Bye, y'all.